Hello, welcome to the scooter journey. This is my project. This is my first proper video. Let's have a chat about it and see where it's going to go. But first, I'm going to grab myself a coffee. Classic British weather, freezing cold, bit rainy, but it is what it is. Much better. So what have we got? We've got ourselves a 125 LML. Sorry, it's not Vespa, it's not a Lambretta, but it's not a twist and go. So just remember that. It's a 2009 LML 125 2T, manual as we all know, and I've had it for quite a number of years now. Been sat around, grabbed my CBT, did a few rallies. Isle of Wight and Devizes rally. Yeah, great time on it. CBT ran out. Family life, work life, all gets in the way as we know. And here we are back on the scooter at some point. But I thought, let's make it different. Let's change it up. And here we are today with it in bits. I'll chuck in some videos and a couple of pictures that I took from a few weeks back with a few of the lads. Because I've decided that it's needed a bit of a chop, a bit of a change, a bit of a shape up, and yeah, this is going to be my project for however long. Hopefully it's a good decision, I'm not too sure, but we shall see. On to the business end, the engine. So John, what are you doing with the engine? I can hear you crying. Nothing yet. I'm going to keep it stock. I've got no knowledge engines at all, they terrify me if I'm honest. They're very expensive to get right. I'm not going down the DR route before people say get a DR kit for it. That's not where I want to go down. There's some other kits on the market I quite like the look of, so that might be an option for me later on down the line. But at the moment this is purely just for looks, how it's styled. That's what I'm going to focus on now, and it's a project that I'm going to take on myself in terms of the spraying, the shaping, the sanding, all of that stuff. I say myself, I'm going to ask a few mates for a couple of hands now and then, you know you are, please, thank you. But the majority of this job is going to be done by me as much as I can. I want the challenge, I want that learning journey I suppose, and that's what I'm going to focus on. So the engine's going to stay stock. I've got a SIP 2.0 or 2.0, whatever you want to say, exhaust on there, twin pipe, because twin pipes are better than one pipe. We all know that. They sound great, and that's what I'm running at the moment. Obviously I need to sort out the carb in terms of the upjetting and all the rest of it, but that's where we're going. The forks, so I'm going to keep it with the standard fork. I have got a lovely jubbly BGM front shock. Lovely bloke from a local area to us has kindly given me this BGM front shock, so I'm very pleased with that. You know you are, thank you very much. A little bit of scratch, a little bit of markings on there, but a bit JB Weld, sand it back, spray it up. We're all good, I hope, anyway. So that's that shock, and it's going to go perfectly with this lovely front hugger mudguard. Again, he's given me it for free, very lucky I know. But that's going to be going on there. There's a little bit of damage again, just on this corner. So I don't know whether to cut it straight across or whether I'm going to get some fiberglass, or some other substance, I suppose. I don't know what it's called, to shape it up, sort it out, and make it look all nice and clean and tidy again. So that's that. Yeah, colour. So there's a few options of colours. Out on the market, we all know it's very challenging to try and find something that you like or you want. For me, I'm looking at black and gold. Has it been done before? Yes. Have I done it before? No. So that's all that matters. Whether I go black with a gold flake, whether I go black with a base coat of gold and have that crackle effect, another option I'm looking at the moment. But it's all going to be a bit of trial and error, I suppose, which is why I beautifully kept this mudguard. It's seen better days. It's dinked, it's got some rust on it. So I'm going to use that as my test piece, I suppose, for the paintwork, to see what kind of design I like. And that'll be that. The rims, the hubs, again, I don't know whether I'm just going to stay with black, or whether I'm going to have some maybe gold flake just on the rims or just on the hubs. I'm not too sure at the moment. Again, it's a learning curve, and it's going to be one of those projects that kind of just evolves over time. But that's where I'm at the moment. Stripping it back, as you can see, all back to bare metal. Did this with those lovely abrasive discs. I'm sure lots of people have used. Great things. Hopefully I've done it properly. I don't really know. So I've stripped it back. I've tried paint strippers. Didn't work. The abrasive disc, like I said, worked an absolute dream. So it's all stripped back. Feels nice and smooth to touch anyway. Obviously there's a bit of rust because it's been sat around for a couple of months now. But I'm going to put some epoxy primer on there. The plan is obviously fill in any dents, dinks and this, that and the other, because we all know they get bashed about a bit, these scooters. Smooth that all off, block it back, do all the rest of it. So yeah, this is the front, as I was saying. We've shaped it up a bit with an angle grinder, made it look a bit nicer. I think it should be alright, to be fair. It's got some nice shape to it, a little bit different. It's not your standard PX shape. Toolbox fits in there nicely, which is superb. Wires though, absolute headache, absolute nightmare. Did not enjoy doing that one bit. They've still got to come out, which I've got no idea how that's going to happen, but it will somehow. A few bits of rust on here, a few bits of dinks and dents, as they all get, but yeah, sand it back, try and do a decent job of it, and we'll see where it goes. Before I forget, nearly forgot, how did I get this lovely shape on the front of my scooter? So lovely people out there on the face ache, as I call it, asked a few questions about templates and things like that. Bit of cardboard, bit of bar, metal bar, just bent it, drew a line, got my shape that I was kind of happy with, sized that up on here. I left the horn casting on there, placed the template across there, traced a line around the outside of the template that I made, and that was it. Really, really simple stuff, and this is what I'm hoping to achieve throughout this journey, I suppose, is kind of finding those little wins, those easier ways to do things, and kind of prove to people and to myself, really, you don't need to have all that specialist equipment. You can do it with just your bog standard tools. You can do it with a bit of a thought process. It can be done not cheaply as such, but with less money than some other people have got. And this is what I want to try and learn along my journey, is actually what are those, not necessarily shortcuts, but those little hacks that I can do. What are those ways of finishing off the scooter to make it look better, that doesn't break the bank? You know, there's lots of people out there that spend massive amount of monies on scooters. Don't get me wrong, they look amazing, in fair play, but I want to make this project something that I can achieve, and then others, maybe if they want to, you know, give it a go themselves, they can achieve it themselves. So yeah, just before I ended the video, I just thought I'd jump back on and mention that again. But no, really looking forward to it. Should be great. Again, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Maybe even a cheeky little share. You never know. You never know. But yeah, thank you very much. Dialed down to make it look nice. So yeah, that's the front. All looking good.
Bye bye.